Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Thomas. Tonight, we're back here with episode 8 of Pokémon Cardinal. Tonight, hope you got your Pokeballs ready, because we got a lot of new Pokemon to check out. So, got my list ready to go, so let's see what we encounter tonight. Be sure to like, subscribe for more. Hope you enjoy. Let's see what's up. I have to double check my stuff. Go. Here we go. Here we go.
Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Pokémon Cardinal. Last time we made it here to Tourist Town and learned about the history of the Norcloh region from Rory and her grandmother Bora. And today we're going to be trekking on to the site of the next gym. We've got a big road ahead of us because in order to get to the next city, we've got to pass over Mount Norcloh, the highest peak in all the region. It's a tough road to get through, but it's also a huge opportunity to train your team and meet a bunch of new Pokemon. We don't have anything else keeping us here, so let's go ahead and get right on the road.
Cheers. Let's go. Welcome to Route 9. So, let's see what we encounter here.
Route 9 is the trail that leads to the base of Mount Norcloh. It's not a very long route, so we'll be to Mount Norcloh before we know it, but you're of course still going to run into some wild Pokemon along the way. Thanks to being in the heart of nature next to this huge mountain, there are a vast array of Pokemon to be had here. Some familiar faces include Helioptile and Minccino from Kalos and Unova, but also Kindlescent, Armatar, Frosky, Snowbo for the first time in the wild, and a couple more brand new Pokemon we have never seen before.
Oh, who's first?
This is Floofive, the fluffy Pokemon. Floofive are extremely shy, docile Pokemon, who live in the most secluded places in the region in order to avoid contact with humans and other Pokemon as much as possible. Their biggest weakness is their cuteness, which attracts anyone who sees them. To combat this, they have a defense mechanism where they can let out an extremely foul odor from their fur. If you come into contact with this odor, it can make you horribly sick, so be careful if you want to catch one of these little guys.
You don't know? Who's this?
Speaking of cute, another adorable Pokemon you can find on Route 9 is Stowball, the winter Pokemon. These Pokemon often live in snowy areas because they can camouflage well with the snow, but they're not opposed to warmer areas either. They also take advantage of their round bodies by rolling around as a form of travel. While useful to them, this has been known to cause avalanches when a group of Stowball roll down a snowbank, displacing the snow and causing it to come down the mountain.
Ooh. That's bad.
There are certainly a lot of great Pokemon to catch here, aren't there? Speaking of Pokemon we've caught, though, I think a few more of them are ready to evolve. Let's check it out and see what they become.
Alright, let's see who's first. Oh, Norcloh. Alright. Who's that Pokemon?
Ooh, it looks like it was Orqua's turn to evolve today. Its evolution is known as Orcanaut, and it is the Torpedo Pokemon. It evolves from Orqua once it reaches level 30 while holding a metal coat, as it gains the steel typing at this stage. Orcanaut are very powerful Pokemon that you ought not mess with, because while they will leave you alone if you leave them alone, if you disturb one that isn't in the mood, it's likely to violently attack you, which is what makes them such powerful Pokemon to have if you can catch one and raise it for yourself.
Nice. Oh, Maple Leaf. Let's see what we got.
If you caught a Maple Leaf, it looks like your hard work has paid off, because it is now evolved into Resembra. Resembra evolved from Maple Leaf at level 27 and is a cool yet funny little Pokemon at the same time, because in its older, more mature state, it's gone from imitating leaves as a Maple Leaf to imitating dragons. That's quite the jump, but these guys are ambitious, so they pull it off well. So well, in fact, that over the course of their species evolving and adapting over time, they've actually been able to gain the dragon type, making it the first bug dragon type Pokemon discovered so far. It's rather fitting that a type combo that everyone has wanted but haven't got is held by a Pokemon that also really wanted it but didn't have it until just recently thanks to its evolution over time. I guess that's just the way nature works sometimes, isn't it?
True. Power wills, I guess. Oh, Terrasect. Nice. Now. Sorry. Let's see. Ooh. Okay, that actually looks pretty dope. What is that?
Not to be outdone by its leaf-imitating counterpart, Terrasect has now evolved into Terrectrifly. Just like Resembra, Terrectrifly also evolved from Terrasect at level 27. These zippy bug types now have wings, and their rapid, haphazard flight patterns resemble the electricity jolting through their bodies. It's been reported that Terrectrifly are some of the oldest bug-type Pokemon in existence. Similar to its counterpart Resembra, interestingly enough, Terrectrifly imitated the appearance of a strong predatory Pokemon from the prehistoric age, which is why it looks the way it does. Extremely adaptable though, recent generations of their offspring Terrasect have also begun to show visual similarities to the electronics they hang around as electric types.
Interesting. What you learn, I guess.
Well, with our Pokemon all strong and evolved now, I think we might be ready to take on Mount Norcloh. So why don't we head up the mountain and see what awaits us?
Well, hope you got your climbing gear. Let's go. Nice view from here.
As I'm sure you can see for yourself, Mount Norcloh is a snowy, rocky mountain that is a challenge for anyone to be able to pass. Unless you're fully prepared, it is highly advised that you do not try to travel across it, as doing so could prove fatal to you and any Pokemon you might have with you. Speaking of Pokemon, as you might expect, there are plenty of them here to find, including Snowball, Snowbo, Frosky, Dunsparce for the first time on our adventure, Spoink also for the first time, Floofive, Helioptile, Minccino, Cubchoo, Armatar, Snubbull, and Bulboa. This is really the place to come if you want to catch some good Pokemon, provided you're properly prepared, of course. If Pokémon Cardinal were an actual game, this is also where you could find your first Megastones after receiving a Keystone and Mega Ring from the Mystery Man.
What do you got?
Here, amongst all the snowy and winding trails, you can find Nidoking-ite and Nidoqueen-ite, which, if you caught a Nidoran earlier and evolved it, will now allow you to Mega Evolve your Pokemon into either Mega Nidoking or Mega Nidoqueen. Since Mega Evolution isn't a huge thing in Norcloh like it is in Kalos, you're really gonna have to look hard to find some Mega Stones. But as the Mystery Man said, there should be a few out there that could help you out a ton if you can find them. Speaking of finding things though, what are those? Oh my! It looks like we might have actually stumbled across some Pokemon fossils. Talk about a rare find. These are extremely hard to come across. We aren't the first people ever to find these particular fossils though, so luckily I can provide some information on them. These are the Mantis and Canine fossils. It's hard to tell what kind of Pokemon they were just looking at the fossils though, so we'll have to get them restored if we really want to know what Pokemon they're from. It just so happens, however, that the Norcloh History Museum in Pinnigue City, where we are currently headed, contains a fossil restoration facility, so we'll actually be able to get them restored before too long.
Nice.
Holy cow! Are those Pokemon fossils? I saw them first! I swear! That means they're mine! What? Are you trying to tell me you found them first? You know, you're lucky we're on top of a mountain right now, or I'd report you for fraudulent behavior, aka lying. Looks like we're gonna have to settle this the old-fashioned way, with a Pokemon battle. Put up your dukes, trainer, cause I'm coming for you, eh?
We'll see, buddy. Bring it on, Prospector. Done.
What? How did you win? You must have cheated. I could totally have you arrested for this. But since I'm a nice guy, I won't say anything. That is, if you hand over one of those fossils.
Are you kidding me?
Good choice. Now I can revive this fossil over in Pinnigue and add this Pokemon to my team. I'll be unstoppable.
Whatever.
Well, that was quite the encounter. But since we still ended up with one of these fossils, we ought to hurry down to Pinnigue and see what Pokemon it'll become. It looks like we're just about to the backside of the mountain, so let's get a move on.
Awesome. We're almost there. Huh? What the? Wait, huh? Was that a mythical?
What the heck was that? It was clearly a Pokemon, but what Pokemon was it? It disappeared just as quickly as it showed up, so it was hard to really get a good look at it. We'll have to keep that in mind and see if we can't find anything else out about it. We'll have to wait till next time, though, for that, because that's all the time we have for today. If you enjoyed the episode, though...
fair enough. We've got a lot of journey ahead of us, so... There you go. Got another mythical. And we actually got a cool fossil out of the K9. So nice. Anywho, hope you guys enjoyed that one. So until next time, guys, thanks for watching. See ya.